and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a spoiler-free review of Uprooted by Naomi Novik. This book, oh my gosh. Alright, so let's just get to it. So Uprooted was published back in May of 2016, I believe. And I'm just now getting to it, but I'm so happy that I did because, oh my gosh. I do want to point out that on page 43, there is a trigger warning for sexual assault. Now, that means different things to different people, but for that little, I think it's like 2 pages, roughly, maybe just a little under, that will count as sexual assault in my book. If you disagree, that's fine. That's your opinion. But for me, you know, like, it would totally blindsided me. I mean, I knew something was going to happen, but I didn't expect that. So it kind of just like caught me off guard, and I had to stop and be like, oh, okay. And then, you know, I mean, it worked out. Everything's good. But I just want to let you know, if you have not read this book yet, there is that little trigger warning a little bit. So, Uprooted follows a young girl named Agnieszka. No, I'm sorry, young woman named Agnieszka that lives in a small village, kind of, you know, nestled inside of a valley. And every 10 years, a man named the Dragon comes down from his tower, and he selects a young woman to go back to the tower with him. Now, these young women, they aren't really seen again until later. Sometimes they come back to their villages and they're changed. Probably, I would say, like, personality-wise, they are changed. In Uprooted, everyone thought that Kezia, is how I'm pronouncing the name, Kezia, would be chosen, not Agnieszka or any of the other girls. There's just something about Kezia, and just everyone had a really deep feeling that she was going to be picked. But when the dragon comes, he picks Agnieszka instead. Once the dragon takes Agnieszka back to his tower, we kind of see Agnieszka fight, kind of struggle to stay true not only to herself, but to her friendship with Kezia as well. The story is like nose deep in Kezia and Agnieszka's friendship, and we can see their bond just grow and develop into something just absolutely beautiful and heartwarming. I loved being able to experience that. Now, Uprooted would not be the story it is without the wood. It is literally a giant just forest full of anger and madness and hatred and just like terrifying, just eat you up creatures. People who enter the wood don't often return, but if they do, it's like something follows them, like something's inside of them, and it's wrong. It makes them do just awful, horrible things. And the same goes for animals. Although a handful of those creatures kind of are just kind of placed throughout the story, so we only get like maybe a handful of different types of creatures, you still get a sense of just heavy watchfulness every time you enter the wood. It reminds me of that movie, I believe it's called The Village. This came out like way like I think more than 10 years ago. But it's like this village, it's in a clearing, and there's a giant like wooden fence all the way around to keep the woods and the village separated. And you know, like, kids have grown up on the story of like, don't enter the woods or the forest. I can't 100% remember, but just don't enter, you know, it's dangerous, there's evil, stuff like that. Now, if you have seen the movie and you know what I'm talking about, then you understand like what I'm about to say. This book, Uprooted, and The Village are nothing alike. Nothing at all. I just wanted to kind of use that as maybe like a reference just a little bit in regards to like the wood in general. So, but just, I'm not trying to say they're the same, because they're like polar opposites, you know. That sense of, I guess, danger, forbidden kind of don't enter, it surrounds everyone, you know, like, just don't. So the dragon, his job is to kind of keep the wood from encroaching like more and more into the valley. He's trying to halt it or move it back and just try to keep these people safe. And him, along with Agnieszka and some other people, like they have to fight to stop the growth from just completely devouring everything. Because what do you think would happen? Like if the wood got to the village, got into this valley, do you think it would just stop there? No, it would spread. Just spread and spread and spread. So they got to stop it. So I don't want to go too much into the magic system because I want you, if you have not read it, to experience it. I will say that like it's very interesting and it ties into the story in a kind of pretty intricate way. Like I fully believe like the magic is as much of a plot itself as the story is. Does that make sense? I don't know, but it makes sense to me up here. But it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Uprooted it's a beautiful woven story about love and loss and friendship and forgiveness, and I highly recommend it. Everything from plot, character development, world development, or world building, and structure is just it's well thought out and executed. And I am placing this book right here, this beautiful book right here, alongside a few other fantasies that I have on my keep forever shelf. Alright, that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed my spoiler-free review. I'm going to try to do more of these so I can get better at them. That's it. I'll see you later.